Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about content creation and more specifically how to get the most out of your content creation efforts. So a lot of people have approached me and said, Kat, I would love to do more content creation, but I have two problems. The problem number one is I don't really know what to create, and problem number two is it takes a ton of time and I'm just not really sure if it's worth the time. So I'm going to share some tips, 5 tips actually, that I think will kind of help simplify the process for you so you can get on your way to becoming a content marketer. So let's dive in. Tip number 1 is to create an inspiration list. So what the heck is an inspiration list? It's actually very simple. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a simple list of, let's say, between 10 and 20 people that you want to follow on social media, on their blogs, etc. And these are people who you think are doing a really great job at creating pieces of content that could be relevant to your audience. So I want you to go ahead and make sure you're following them so that you can pull ideas and inspiration to bring into your own content marketing. A lot of us suffer from writer's block when it comes to writing a blog or creating something, and this will really help kind of speed up the process because you won't have to be responsible for coming up with all of the ideas on your own. You can borrow some of them from people that you're already following that you think are doing a great job and just kind of put a different spin on it, bring your own personality to it, freshen it up for your audience, and then boom, there you go. That's a great source of ideas and inspiration for you to bring into your own marketing. So tip number 2 is to check out what's working for your competition. So a lot of people I've heard say that they don't pay attention to their competition because they're not worried about what they're doing. And I think this is a little foolish because we can learn a ton from our competition's successes and failures. So again, what I want you to do is create a list of your competitors, your top competitors, and also people that you hope to be competing with in the future. And I want you to really look and follow them on social media. You don't have to do it all the time, but just maybe once every month or so. Check out what's working for them. See what they're posting. See what types of content they're sharing. See, more importantly, what you want to pay attention to is their engagement. So what are they sharing that their audience is going nuts over, that they're getting tons of comments, shares, likes, retweets? And what you're going to do is you're going to take this. That should be a good indicator to you that might be a great piece of content for you to create as well. So again, using this list of your competitors as a source of inspiration and also a way to kind of like test drive some content themes before actually committing to them on your own. So now that we are learning and getting inspired by people we admire and our competition, I want you to build a simple editorial calendar. That's my next tip. So this doesn't have to be anything crazy and complex, but basically you need to have some type of calendar or written plan that's going to outline exactly what types of content you're creating every single month and what your content themes are. And the reason why this is so important is that the hardest part of content creation is committing to it, is actually sitting down and blocking off time to getting it done. And what I've found in my business is when I plan 2 to 3 months out, I get it scheduled on my calendar so I know, hey, like I have to create X amount of videos this month, I'm doing X amount of Facebook posts, I'm blogging X amount of times. I know what I need to do and I don't have to think about it. I just have to jump in, I just have to get it done. And so that's been really helpful for me and in holding me accountable is having this plan, having it on my calendar, scheduling reminders so that I can't make excuses and kind of just push it off. So I really encourage you to build out this simple editorial calendar. It'll, sit down once a quarter maybe, plan out the next couple months. It should take you no longer than about an hour. So my 4th tip is to streamline the process. So this is the goal with content creation. It's going to kind of suck at first. I'm not going to lie. The first time you sit down to write a blog post, it's going to take freaking forever. I know it did for me. Trying to figure out how to post it, trying to figure out how to embed pictures and video, and what do I want to say, and how do I want to format it. So, it's going to be a little sucky at first. But the goal is stick with it, and every month it'll get easier and easier because you're going to create templates for yourself, which is going to help streamline the process. So that should really be something that you're really trying to focus on. Every time you create something, it should get it'll be a little bit challenging at first, but you want to build out these templates that are going to make it easier and easier, so you just plug in the new content every month and you're not having to figure out how you want to design it, how you want the layout to look every single time. So that should really be the goal. And there are lots of tools out there that can help you, like Canva and Pictochart if you like doing infographics, and Photoshop for those of you who are a little more advanced. So get your templates all ready to go and lined up, and like I said, it'll get easier and easier every single month. So my last tip for you is to not be afraid to repurpose and repurpose again. Again, a lot of people have told me, like, I want to do more content stuff, but I don't have the budget right now to hire someone to film more videos or create this designed infographic for me. And then I say, okay, well, let me see what you've done in the past. And they've got this gold mine of content that they're just sitting on but not using because they've already posted it or already shared it. And I'm here to tell you that there is no shame in resharing things. And I know that this is kind of a difficult concept to wrap our heads around, because at first we think like, oh, I can't just keep throwing out the same stuff. People are going to get sick of it. But something you shared a year or two ago is still relevant today, because I will tell you there are plenty of content themes and pieces that are timeless. They're evergreen and you can continue to use them year after year. So what I want you to do is look for those pieces that you've already created and just freshen them up a little bit and reshare them. Because chances are, if you shared it 2 years ago, your database has changed. Hopefully it's grown, right? So a whole new, fresh set of eyes could be looking at the content that's never seen it before. And if it was a good piece in the past and it's still a good piece now, people aren't going to be pissed when they see it again. They're going to be happy. And if they even remember that they saw it in the first place, because we all have such short attention spans. So don't be afraid to reuse content. It's a great way to really stretch the life of it and make sure that you're really getting the most bang for your buck when it comes to like investing time into your content marketing.